Our nation's anthem is wrapping up now as the teams go to their opening huddles. 8 minutes are on the clock and we're ready to begin. We welcome in all of our viewers on 1072 on BCTV, as well as all of our listeners on 105.1 WBNH, going on both TV and radio today for this broadcast. Bedford's in their home uniforms, of course. White jerseys, white shorts, red numbers, red trim. And Winnacunnet is wearing their visiting blues. Blue jerseys, blue shorts, red numbers, red trim. A little dash of white in there too, Bill. Makes it look nice.
Yeah, nice red, white, and blue uniforms.
Three-tone. Actually looks a little bit like the Londonderry colors, but I won't get in that. I'm sure I'll get in trouble by all the Warrior fans with that comment. But Zimmerman will take the tap for Bedford, and Allen takes the tap for Winnacunnet. Winnacunnet gains possession.
Right.
Quickly finds the hands of Texiera.
Looks like Bedford's in a one-on-one here in the begin the game here.
They dish to the corner, drive to the middle. Ooh, wow, looks like it could have been a travel, but they don't call it. But it is a turnover by the Warriors, so it will go to Bedford. Drive in the lane by Dominic Gould. He took a long step, but it did look legal.
But the Russian judge gave him a 5.0 on that stop there.
Style form right there.
That's right. He did get it stopped before it was a travel.
That's a great steal right there by Gould on the other end. Goes behind his back, but then it gets stolen back by Gradinskis. Up the court now, dish to Zimmerman. Back to Gradinskis. Kicks to O'Connell for three, and it's good.
Oh, nice and true there for O'Connell.
O'Connell buries the first points of the game here. 3-0 Bedford in the opening minutes. Into the front court now, Josh Shockey fiddles and diddles up top. Sends the ball wide over to Allen. Now near side to Cole Nicholas. Back to Gould. As you mentioned, Bedford's in their tight man-to-man defense here. Oh, wow. Getting some elbows high down low.
Getting to let him play here.
Nothing called, and O'Connell steps in front on the entry pass and comes away with the steal. Now kicks to the corner. Kazajanski takes an extra step and gets called for travel. Turnover, and the Warriors will take over. Now we're going to see some full court pressure from the Bulldogs. Full court, man-to-man.
They got 10 seconds to get it across that center line, so.
They do without a problem. Gradinsky guards closely against Shockey. His shot is off. Rebounded by Soden, and they quickly get into transition. Zimmerman dribbles up. Kicks back to Gradinskis, back to Zimmerman. Looks at the three, doesn't take it, and goes back to Gradinskis at the top of the key. Looks like the Warriors have jumped into a 2-3 defense here, a zone defense. Gradinskis picks up his dribble, now kicks to the far side to O'Connell. They're going to reorganize. They get a high post, some shooters on the wings, and Zimmerman's going to be running baseline. Kazajanski now kicks back to Soden. Soden to O'Connell. He'll pull from three. It's going to be short. Ball fumbles around. They find Zimmerman in the corner. He's going to be short too. Ball comes off and finds Texiera for the defensive rebound. Into the front court now. Bedford again in their man-to-man defense. Texiera behind his back. Stumbles a little bit though. No turnover as he's able to find his teammate Allen. Little back tap there by Soden. He gets it out. O'Connell now up to Soden again on the break, and they'll get a quick, easy two.
Nice break there for Bedford.
And that all started on the defensive end by Luke Soden. It looked like he was beat, but he reached around and got a back tap, caused the turnover. Quick pass into the middle as they break the zone. Zimmerman goes up strong on the defensive side, prevents that layup by Cole Nicholas. O'Connell drives lefty, back to Gradinskis. Kazajanski gets to the elbow, kicks to Soden. Soden dribbles, now gets it over to O'Connell. Kazajanski drives the middle, now kicks to the corner for Soden, open three, too strong. Rebound gets batted out by Kazajanski, trying for that offensive board. And it will go to the Warriors. 4:27 left here in the first quarter. 5-0 Bedford. We have a lacrosse score here early on. Scoring has come at a minimum as both teams have been playing strong defense.
Oh.
Ball gets tipped here out of bounds by the Bulldogs, so it will stay for the Warriors as they were trying to break the press. Gould stumbles a little over the mat there that the cheerleaders are using. Pass inside off the out of bounds play, and Shockey will bury for two.
Got it right inside there and took the shot. Nice right in there.
2 quick points. Coach Moreno is not pleased about that on that inbounds play. Deep pass to the corner for Kazajanski gets tipped out of bounds. Hand there by Jack Andrews. O'Connell sets up the offense. Kazajanski dribbles left. Gets to Soden at the top of the key. Kazajanski's pass down to Zimmerman gets picked off by Gould. And the Warriors come back to the offensive end. Good footwork there by Shockey as he dribbles left. Spins back right and gets a little baby hook in the lane. He now has 4. All 4 of the Winnacunnet points. Kazajanski too strong on a floater. The rebound does glance off of Jack Andrews. So the Bulldogs will get it back. Warriors still in their 2-3 zone. They find Gradinskis at the top of the key. Now Soden gets to the baseline. Nice little jumper there for Soden. He now has 4. A nifty little floater right there along the baseline, Bill.
Nice shot. You know, you get within that 20 feet and you have that nice little open shot.
Soden has a great touch. Great shooter from outside. Got that mid-range there too. This one here on the drive by Andrews to the baseline gets batted out of bounds by Zimmerman, so the Warriors will keep the ball. Zimmerman and Gradinskis check out. McAuliffe and Toscano will check in. Gould up top now to Shockey. Down low, and his pass sails out of bounds as he saw Jack Andrews along the left baseline, but his pass was too tall. O'Connell now will bring it up slowly. The Warriors are in half-court trap here. Soden now, far side. And the Warriors fall back into their 2-3 zone. O'Connell to Kazajanski to Toscano. Back to O'Connell. He'll pull from 3 again, and that's good.
Wow.
2 threes now for TJ O'Connell. The Bulldogs are up 10-4. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter as they hold a 6-point lead over the Winnacunnet Warriors. Great ball fake into the lane and a great dish by Gould. Gets an easy 2 for Jack Andrews. His first bucket of the game, and now it's 10-6. O'Connell drives hard, breaks the full court pressure, gets bumped on his way to the basket, but they're going to call it on the floor.
Yep.
And the Bulldogs will take the ball out underneath. That foul was on Joseph Allen. First foul called of the game, as it has been a physical but clean game so far. O'Connell will check out. Ethan Caldwell checks in. Caldwell finds McAuliffe. They kick to Soden at the top of the key. Finds its way to Toscano. Now deep in the corner to Soden. The Bulldogs are taking a patient approach to their offense. Kazajanski drives hard. McAuliffe gets one. Easy basket right at the rim. And the Bulldogs go up 12-6. Minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. Bulldogs lead 12-6. Now apply full court pressure. Allen gets trapped, and Caldwell had a very clean steal. Gets on the ground. Coach Krzyzewski would have loved that one. Toscano now looks. Soden, looked like he might have traveled, but he got away with it. Kazajanski has the ball go off his leg. Soden looks to pull, draws a double team. And I'm not sure what happened there, but I think they called the travel on Soden from maybe 10 seconds previously. very late whistle. But it was a turnover. It was a travel, in my opinion. I'm not sure about you, Bill.
No, that first one was, and I always said it's going to call right on, but the official made the call right there. Nice wide open shot there for.
They break the press there, and Andrews finishes right at the rim. 12-8 for the Bulldogs. About 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Very fast-moving quarter here.
Sure was. Not a lot of whistles. Nice flow to the game. Toscano now pulls from 3, and that's good. So a barrage of 3-pointers here in the first quarter. O'Connell with 2, now Toscano with 1, puts the Bulldogs up 15-8. Texiera guarded closely by Caldwell. They count down the first quarter, and a great drive into the lane by Jack Andrews, and he finishes. He now has 6, leading scorer for Winnacunnet, and puts the score at 15-10. Bulldogs hold the lead, but that was a nice way to finish the quarter for the Warriors. Go through a quick scoring summary for the Winnacunnet Warriors. It's pretty quick and easy. Jack Andrews has 6. Josh Shockey has 4, and that makes up their 10. On the Bulldogs side, we have TJ O'Connell burying 2 3-pointers for 6 points. Luke Soden has 2 2-point buckets for 4 points. Sean Toscano buried a 3. And Cal McAuliffe finished one right at the rim for 2. That makes up their 15 points. What are you seeing out here in the first quarter, Bill?
A very cleanly defensive playing game going on right now. I believe as we get further into the season, I know we were here early in the season, and there was a 2-3 for Bedford, and now it seems like he has them playing more the man-on-man defense. You look at Winnacunnet, they need to be playing that zone because they want Bedford to shoot from the outside. They know they can't compete with them from on the inside, so let's keep them on the outside. And as we can tell, Bedford is burning them right now with 3 3-pointers, so as in the first quarter.
They're getting those open shots on the perimeter, and they're nailing them tonight. 9 of their 15 points have come from long range. We'll see if any adjustments are made by these two squads. We have Brady O'Connell checking in for his first action for the Bedford Bulldogs. Familiar lineup for the Warriors. Toscano dribbles to the corner, back to Brady O'Connell. Now over to TJ O'Connell, but his pass is picked off. Pass on the fast break clearly went off of the Warriors, and they're going to have a referee discussion. That ball did go off the Warriors' hands, and it should go to the Bulldogs. And it does not. It does not. Wow. I thought we would have a huddle here and a correction of the call, but we didn't get one. So the Warriors will keep the ball. They find Texiera backside. He pulls from 3, and it's good. Quick turnaround there. Tough break for the Bulldogs.
Both officials came together, and one said that he saw this, and the other one could not overrule that call. So that's where the call went.
That's helpful to have that perspective, too. So O'Connell, Brady O'Connell, finds Grudinskas. They kick to Toscano. Brady O'Connell back to Toscano now. Grudinskas right in the lane. Kicks back now to O'Connell, and that's picked off by Texiera. Now he'll stroll into the front court. Quickly over to Shockey. Now down low to Allen. Allen gets into the lane. Wow. Oh, and he gets called for an offensive foul. Oof. That's his second. I'm not sure I saw an offensive foul there. He might have been leading with that elbow coming around strong on the defender.
But you got to look at where the defender was. The defender had legal guarding position. The offensive player came in and actually took him off that position. So in a way, it's an easier call to make there, especially with the defense playing the way they were.
Allen's a tough cover under the hoops there. Now O'Connell pulls from 3. It's off right. Allen is a big boy under there. Strong kid. Has been moving people around. Shockey now gets to the baseline, and his shot is good. 6 points for Josh Shockey.
And pretty quickly, we're all tied up
We
here.
are all tied up. 6-point run, 5-point run. Now Zimmerman from 3. His shot's too long. Ball goes out of bounds. And Soden quickly checks back in for Brady O'Connell. 6:11 to go here in the first half. And we are knotted at 15. As the Bulldogs play host to the Winnacunnet Warriors in the boys basketball tilt this evening. Near side to Jack Andrews. Dribble handoff to Allen. He gets into the lane, kicks to the corner. 3 pulled there by Ethan Nowak. And good hustle by Jack Andrews on that offensive rebound, but he tips it out of bounds. Grudinskis now. Coach Moreno's still working over the refs. I think he was upset about that call that we, from here, thought could have been overturned, but that was a tough turnaround, I do have to admit, as they did stick a 3-pointer right after that call. Soden to O'Connell now. O'Connell now turns it over. He got to the lane. Thought he had Zimmerman, but his pass was a little too far, and the turnover results in the Warriors getting the ball back. Allen going back the opposite way. Have to be close to a 10-second call, but they do get it over the midline in time. Texiero with some nifty dribbling, throws the ball high up off the backboard. Excellent defense there. Ooh. Good shot there by Shockey, but that ball does go out of bounds as the outlet pass came to the near side to Soden. And it was tipped out of bounds by the Warriors, so the Bulldogs do keep possession. They're in their own backcourt. Soden gives it to Grudinskis. He'll bring it up. O'Connell now near side. Finds Toscano. He steps in. Kicks to Soden. Gets to the baseline. Gets shut down there. Finds it back to the top of the key. McAuliffe. Cross-court pass. Very high. O'Connell comes down with it on a great catch. He finds Soden. Had the 3. Decides to get to the elbow and misses the jumper. Grudinskis is going to get called for an over the back. Good hustle. But his hand was over the top and clipping his shoulder, so he picks up his first foul. Austin Kazajanski will check back in for Andrew Grudinskis. 4.5 to go here in the second quarter. We're knotted at 15 in a defensive struggle. Hard lefty drive. Wow, looked like Toscano drew the foul, and he did. Hard lefty drive by Ethan Nowak, but he's going to get called for the offensive foul on a charge. Toscano slid his feet over, got great defensive position on the left side of the lane there, and took the shoulder right to the chest. Clear call for you, Bill?
Hit all the markers on that call right there. You said all 3 right there. Had position, feet there, and took it to the torso of the front of his body, and textbook, easy call.
Great defensive positioning. And now they're back on the offensive end. Ball almost gets turned over here, but the Bulldogs will find Kazajanski, gets into the lane, tough jumper in the lane, and the Warriors come down with a defensive rebound. Now the Warriors find a 3-point shooter in the corner as Cole Nicholas knocks down a 3. The Warriors go up 18 to 15 with 3.5 to go here in the first half.
And it will be a full timeout.
Full timeout.
Or as we would call it, a 60-second timeout.
60-second instead of the...
We don't have full timeouts and 30s. We have 30s and 60s.
30s and 60s.
That's
okay.
right.
Let's use the right terminology from here on out, right, Bill? I mean, get these goofballs saying 60 seconds instead of full, right? What is full? Do they call it a half timeout? No, you still get the whole timeout. It's just only 30 seconds long. We want to encourage all fans to come back tomorrow or tune in tomorrow to both BCTV and WBNH as we support our girls basketball team. They will host Alvern in the Coaches versus Cancer game. JV will tip at 5:30. We will have the broadcast of the varsity game at 7 p.m. All proceeds will be donated to the American Cancer Society. Coach Kevin Gibbs is in attendance tonight, cheering on the boys' team. Kevin Gibbs, of course, is the varsity coach for the girls' team. They have started strong today, this season.
Yeah, 8-2, I believe.
Oh, did they lose to Hanover on Saturday?
Yes, they did.
They lost to Hanover. Okay, we did the Friday night game. They dominated that game.
I believe they lost by 8 as we were talking to them before the game.
Great
nice.
hustle play by Toscano on a missed three-pointer. Was an air ball. Toscano jumped and saved the ball and found Luke Soden right under the basket. Quick two. On the other end, we have Jack Andrews making an acrobatic two as well for an exchange of baskets. So the Warriors still hold the three-point lead, 20-17. Andrews now has 8 points. Soden now has 6. Bulldogs back in the offensive end. O'Connell pulls from 3. It rims out. That was in and out, unfortunately, for the Bulldogs. But their hustle play for the offensive rebound goes off of Joe Allen's knee. So they do get another chance at it. McAuliffe checks out. Zimmerman checks in for the Bulldogs. So they look for Toscano at the top of the key. Quick kick to O'Connell. He drives into the lane, gets it up off the glass, but can't get it to go. Allen with the defensive board. Ethan Nowak's pass almost gets picked off. They look to the corner. Kick it baseline. Now back to Shockey. His shot won't go. Weak side rebound to Kazajansky, and he's quickly into the front court. They will set up their offense. Kazajansky's got that quick first step. He gets that ball. Looks to make that quick move. O'Connell again from 3, and that one is good. O'Connell's third 3 of the night puts 9 points on the board for him, and we're tied back up at 20 apiece.
Just about a minute and a half. Yeah.
Minute and a half to go here in the first half. Close game here, but that gets quickly broken as Shockey hits a three-pointer. 9 points now from Shockey, and the Warriors go up 23-20. He was wide open on that three-pointer. Bulldogs defense couldn't quite get a hand in his face, and he made true on that three-pointer from the top of the key. O'Connell now backs his way into the lane, kicks to the corner and finds Kazajansky, but I think we're going to have a foul called beforehand. So Ethan Nowak picks up his second of the game. Just under a minute to go here in the first half. Bulldogs take it out under their offensive basket. They find Toscano in the corner. His 3 is good. Toscano nice. Now for 2 3-pointers. He has 6 points, and we're knotted again at 23.
It's one thing we talked about when they're playing a zone defense. Bedford can shoot from the outside, and they have shown true to that.
Kazajansky now in transition gets the 2 to go, and the Bulldogs go up by 2 on a quick 5-point burst. 30 seconds to go. Winnacunnet drives strong. We're going to get a foul on the reach around attempt by TJ O'Connell, his first of the game. We are nowhere near the bonus as there are only 2 fouls called on the Bulldogs so far in the first half, only 4 against the Warriors, so nice. A relatively clean first half of play on the defensive end.
Keeps the play moving quick here.
The Bulldogs have jumped into a 2-3 zone here after the out of bounds. 20 seconds to go. Allen Hands it off to Nowak. Nowak dribbles. Looks for a shooter along the end. Allen's in the lane, but that pass gets picked off. Toscano finds Soden, up fake. He gets to a three-point shot, and it's no good at the buzzer. But the Bulldogs will take a 2-point lead into halftime.
All right, as we look at some stats from the first half, Winnacunnet 10 of 15 for 66%, 10 of 22 for Bedford for 45, 3 of 4 for the three-pointers for Winnacunnet, 5 for 13. Rebounds, slight advantage for Bedford. Other than that, assists 8. Other than that, pretty straightforward game. Bench points are the top for Winnacunnet when they had 23 points off the bench to only 8 for Bedford.
How do they have 23 points off the bench? They only have 23 points.
There we go. Well, I'm reading the iPad here.
No worries. You confused me on that last one. But Bill, as you look down those first half statistics, anything pop out to you?
No. I mean, we've talked about how clean that first half was. Only 6 fouls called and a really close game. People taking three-pointers, and that seems to be where we are when it comes to the score. So nothing out of the ordinary when it comes to differences. And hopefully both teams have gone in and said, okay, this is what's going on in the first half. How are we going to make the changes for the second half?
Yeah, 2-point game. I don't imagine a whole heck of a lot of changes going on.
No.
It's been a tightly contested game. Good on both ends. Both teams have held the lead. So
Bedford with their man-to-man, and Winnacunnet playing their 2-3 zone. So 2 different concepts, but you throw it in the pot, everything comes out. 2-point lead here for Bedford.
As you mentioned, no real foul trouble to speak of in that first half.
No.
Tight defense. Gradinskis for the Bulldogs has 1, and TJ O'Connell has 1. That was all for the Bulldogs. On the Warriors side, Ethan Nowak has 2, and Joe Allen has 2. So we can watch those 2 players to see if they get into foul trouble here early in the second half. As the Warriors inbound to start the second half, the student section gets on their feet. They're pretty excited here, hoping for a Bulldog win. The Bulldogs look like they've come out in a 2-3 now to start the second half.
They move to his zone now.
Allen gets to the baseline. His pass along the baseline gets tipped by Kazajanski and will go out of bounds and stay with the Warriors.
Winnacunnet ball.
Deep in that left corner, they will inbound. Bulldogs stay in there 2-3. Gould takes possession, gets it to Texiera. He looks for an open man. Finds one along that left side, but now turned over. Zimmerman into the front court. Soden finishes left-handed, strong finish. He now has 8. Coach Moreno thought he got fouled. He doesn't get the call, but the Bulldogs go up by 4, 27-23 in early action here in the third quarter. Texiera now to Allen. Bulldogs stay in there 2-3. Kazajanski gets a piece of that 3-point shot, and it falls to O'Connell. O'Connell quick to Soden. Into transition. Great body control. Tip won't go for Zimmerman. Shockey now gets the ball over to Texiera. They slow down and set up their offense. Missed opportunity there for the Bulldogs as they were out on the break. Shockey takes the 3, no good. Weak side rebound by Kazajanski. Kicks it back to Gradinskis, who finds O'Connell. His 3-pointer is no good, a little short. Gradinski chases that offensive board, but it goes out of bounds and will be the Warriors' ball. Looks like Shockey might have injured himself as he limps to the sideline. Ethan Nowak will check in for him. Didn't see what happened there, Bill. I'm not sure if you did.
I think it was a little bumping there as they were going for that rebound coming across, and like knees knocking causes one to have an issue.
Might have taken a shot to his tender parts there, but ball goes back up top. And we're going to get a foul by Gradinskis, his second. Not sure I saw that one, did you?
I can't say that I did, but again, could have been one of those that we get straight line.
Yeah,
As
true.
officials might do that too, you know.
Ball gets into the middle to Gould.
Yep.
Kick ball here on O'Connell, so they'll reset the shot clock. Just kidding.
Reset the shot clock in New Hampshire, huh? All right.
Just over 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. The Bulldogs hold a 4-point lead, 27-23.
One of the few states in New England that does not have a 30-second shot clock.
Long three-pointer is no good by Teixeira, but Dominic Gould picks up the rebound, cleans up the miss, and his shot off the backboard is good. 27-25 now. The Bulldogs lead by 2.
Still in their zone here, Winnacunnet is.
Kazajanski now along the baseline, dishes to Zimmerman. He finds O'Connell, drives hard lefty to the baseline. His shot far too strong, but he hustles for that
Oh, nice
steal.
hustle for.
And Coach Moreno gets a timeout just as O'Connell stole the ball right there. Good hustle play. Tough shot on the miss, but he didn't give up on it. And they do get another possession. So we have a timeout, 5:24 to go here in the third quarter.
Still 2 points.
2-point game. We've traded 2-point buckets, one by Dominic Gould and one by Luke Soden on the fast break. And there is no change in margin since halftime. Talking things over, Bedford did switch up their defense, a little bit of a surprise for us. We thought that they would stick in their tough man-to-man, but they are given a different look here as they've bounced into a 2-3 zone defense.
They might have felt that Winnacunnet was getting inside just a little bit too much there. So throw a little 2-3 and try to change that.
Bulldogs have gotten some similar open shots like they do here, and O'Connell hits a 3. TJ O'Connell, his 4th three-pointer of the game. And I was just about to say their shooting had cooled off a little bit until O'Connell started to heat it back up. And now they come back out in a man-to-man defense, so switching it up again, keeping things off balance. Gradinskis harasses Teixeira, now jumps out on the dribble handoff. Pass by Cole Nicholas is going to go out of bounds, and a turnover here by the Warriors. Into the game now is Dylan Clark as Cole Nicholas takes a seat for Winnacunnet. Bulldogs now hold a 5-point lead, 30-25. Gradinskis along the baseline. Ooh, he gets a piggyback ride for Josh Allen, and he'll pick up his 3rd foul.
It's going to be tough there, 3rd foul on the big man. That's going to really severely hurt their offense there without having a
We'll see. He may be used to playing with foul trouble. Jack Andrews checks in for Ethan Nowak. They find O'Connell in the corner for 3, and it's no good. Kazajanski runs down the rebound. They find Soden in the corner again for 3. Short. Zimmerman tips it back, but to nobody. And it will go to the Warriors. They had 2 great looks there, one by O'Connell, one by Soden. They can't capitalize on either, so it does stay a 5-point lead for the Bulldogs, 30-25.
Little full court press here going on for Bedford.
Allen kicks to Teixeira. He gets past Soden into the front court. That ball gets batted around, and Gradinskis tips it out of bounds. Warriors will have it under their offensive basket. The Bulldogs quickly switch into a 2-3 zone, and we're gonna have a foul underneath. And wow, Allen is getting called for a hook. That's a tough call right there as he was establishing position on that inbounds pass.
That's number 4 on the big man.
Number 4 on the big man, and that's a tough call right there. Inbounding the ball before the substitution is made. Shockey's going to come in for Allen, who picked up his 4th.
Again, Corey, you got to look at how the defensive player is playing, and if he has that position, that's the call of the official standing right there.
We have Cal McAuliffe getting inside position there, not using a hook, but making a strong inside move. He gets his 2nd basket of the game. The Bulldogs go up by 7, and Coach McKenna wants a timeout for the Warriors. Still upset about that call, as that was a tough one on Allen, especially being his 4th foul here early in the halfway through the 3rd quarter.
Yeah. Well, obviously he's down there talking with the official, trying to get his view. I mean, his view is from 3 feet versus our view from 30 feet.
True. So. There's a big, strong kid under there, but if you're wrapping your arms around and moving people out of the way, the referees are right there and they're able to make that call. Although it is a tough one, time and situation, as it is his 4th, he'll sit on the bench likely until the 4th quarter.
Exactly.
3:59 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and the Bulldogs have jumped out to a 7-point lead, 32-25.
Still a low foul quarter so far, only 3 called, 1 against Bedford, 2 against Winnacunnet.
Those 2 have both been on Allen. Nowak still has 2, and that only foul went to Gradinskis for the Bulldogs. Warriors will take it inbounds here in their backcourt. Dylan Clark brings it over to the half line. The Bulldogs are in man-to-man defense. Clark drives hard righty. Tipped away there by Kazajansky, and we're going to get a jump ball. And the arrow points in favor of the Bulldogs. Good, strong defense there by Kazajansky. Moved his feet, got a hand in, tipped the ball away, and caused that scrum. Gradinskis now sees full court pressure. All the way across the court to Soden. He dribbles lefty. Evades Texiera, and now they'll set up in their 2-3 zone for the Warriors. The Bulldogs will take a breath, figure out how they want to attack it. They find Kazajansky deep in the corner for 3, too strong. McAuliffe tips it out, and Gould chases that down. Cagey veteran play by Gould as he grabs the ball and throws it off of Cal McAuliffe's leg. Now the referees are getting a little irritated about the chirping going back and forth between these teams. I'm not going to call any names out in particular unless we have a foul, but there are some heated tempers going on right here. It seems like both teams have gotten a warning.
Yep, that's really what's going on right now.
The officials will be gathering a couple players here at midcourt. They give each other high five. All in good fun here.
Yep.
But the refs want to make sure that it doesn't get chippy here. So everybody kisses and makes up, and now we're playing basketball again. Texiera now into the front court. He takes a jumper, and that's good. Texiera now has 5. 32-27. Bulldogs have a 5-point lead. Kazajansky dishes to Cal McAuliffe, but it gets deflected wide. Shockey now comes to the front court. Tough shot there along the baseline. Won't go. Clark chases down the offensive board, though. Now Texiera. Over to Andrews, but he's going to get fouled before he gets to the lane, as O'Connell again went for that back tap, and he picks up his 2nd foul. Toscano comes off the bench now, checks in for O'Connell. Zimmerman will take Kazajansky out. The Bulldogs have switched into a quick 2-3 defense. Toscano will pick up a foul on the cross-court pass. Although it was picked off by Zimmerman, it looked like Gould got whacked on the arm, so Toscano will pick up a foul. Warriors inbound from the baseline. Bulldogs into that 2-3. Tip there by Toscano. Still finds the Warriors. They kick all the way to the corner. Clark for 3. No good. Grudinskis comes off with the defensive rebound. Good step through there by Grudinskis. Finds Soden. And the Warriors are in there 2-3 as they have been since the opening tip. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Bulldogs hold a 32-27 lead. In this tightly contested battle here at Bedford High School. Grudinskis rips through the defense. Finds Soden up top. They're looking for Zimmerman there at the high post. Can't quite get it to him. Toscano now finds him. They kick to Soden. He draws a double team. Good feet. I have to say, good feet there by Andrews and Shockey for the Warriors. Soden fell down. Solid defense, and that's going to be a turnover. I think they called a travel over there.
No, it was a jump ball.
Jump ball, okay, so jump ball. Yeah. Arrow favored.
He kept the ball bouncing, and then the Winnacunnet player was able to hold on to it also.
So a held ball there. Andrews, tough drive, but he gets discouraged by two Bulldogs defenders right at the rim. Cal McAuliffe now finds Toscano. Back to Soden for three, and it's good. Soden with 11 now. His second three-pointer. I'm sorry, first three-pointer of the night for Soden. He's normally a three-point shooter, but all of his other buckets have come inside the line. McAuliffe on the defensive board. Players in a crumpled mess under the Warriors basket, but Soden takes a jumper. That won't go. Clark now trying to get into transition, and he gets the ball ripped away from him by Grudinskis on a great play. McAuliffe now on the break. Jump stop, kicks to Grudinskis. Toscano for three now, and it's good. Toscano's third three-pointer of the game puts 9 on the board for him, and the Bulldogs have quickly jumped out to an 11-point lead, 38-27.
Just a little bit over a half minute to go in the third quarter.
Quick flurry of points there for the Bulldogs. They were up 5, 2 3-pointers by, one by Toscano and one by Soden. And they jump out to an 11-point lead. Coach Moreno has to be pleased with the effort. And of course, when you're hitting from outside, nothing but good things happen. What are you seeing from your perspective over there, Bill?
Well, just hitting the three-pointers. You got 8 three-pointers for Bedford. Really makes the score go up a little bit higher when you get 3 instead of 2.
It sure does.
So, and really you don't have that. You know, I think there was, like I said, only 3 three-pointers in the first half, and I don't believe Winnacunnet has hit a three-pointer in the second half.
They did hit 2 in the first half, one by Cole Nicholas and one by Josh Shockey.
Okay, so
but they've only scored 7 points here in the third quarter. The Bulldogs find themselves with an 11-point lead. Quick programming note, want to get everybody's attention to come back either to tune in on BCTV or WBNH or actually attend tomorrow's game as the girls team will take on the visiting Alvord squad in the Coaches versus Cancer game. JV tips at 5:30, followed by the varsity game at 7. All proceeds will be donated to the American Cancer Society.
Well, travel has me going to Campbell tomorrow night for their varsity girls game.
Good luck to you as that tilt occurs. Looked like Shockey got into the lane, extended the arm, but no call there. Toscano now, as the defensive board was scarfed up by the Bulldogs. Just under 10 to go. Toscano pulls from 3, and it's good.
Wow.
Toscano's been hot from deep tonight. His 4th three-pointer puts 12 on the board for him, and another 3 extends that lead to 14 as the third quarter buzzer sounds. 41-27, the Bulldogs will head to the fourth quarter with the largest lead of the night. A flurry of three-point shots here as we close out the third quarter. And the Warriors are reeling. Quick scoring summary. Yeah, quick scoring summary for you. Sean Toscano with 12, TJ O'Connell with 12. Both of them have only scored from beyond the three-point line. Luke Soden has 11, Cal McAuliffe 4, Austin Kazajanski 2 makes up the 41 points for Bedford. On the Warriors side, Joe Texiera has 5. Dominic Gould 2. Cole Nicholas 3. Jack Andrews had 8 in the first half, has been blanked here in the second. Shockey has had 9 in the first half, blanked here in the second. And that makes up the 27 points for the Warriors. Their offense has struggled a little bit while the Bulldogs have flourished, especially from long range.
And where Bedford went into that 2-3 zone has really made it tough for Winnacunnet to score where they were in the first half, right inside the paint there.
Sure has. They're daring them to shoot from the outside, and thus far the Warriors have not been able to produce. Soden finds Zimmerman. Down to Cal McAuliffe along the baseline. McAuliffe goes strong, and he gets whacked by Dylan Clark, who'll pick up a foul. His first of the evening. Interesting to note, Allen is still not on the floor as he picked up his 4th foul halfway through the 3rd quarter. We'll have to see when Coach McKenna brings him back. McAuliffe's first free throw is no good.
He's down there on the bench. The coach is talking to him, saying, hey, I want to get you in there, but I got 4 fouls.
McAuliffe's second is no good. Zimmerman goes strong with the left, and he finishes for his first 2 of the game. Great move into the lane by Zimmerman. Elevated and got all the way to the rim with his left hand. Soden trying to get into that passing lane. Bulldogs are in man-to-man. Now Cal McAuliffe comes away with the fumbled ball. Passes to Zimmerman. His lay-in is good. Zimmerman with a quick 4 points, and the Bulldogs have jumped out to an 18-point lead.
You haven't heard much from Zimmerman until now in the 4th quarter. Now he's got 2 quick baskets.
Shot in the corner won't go for Andrews. The rebound is tied up by Toscano.
We will be going Winnacunnet way.
Shockey might have had the other end on that, but it is a jump ball again. The Warriors will take it out under their basket as the arrow points in their direction. Shockey gets a little lob pass in the lane. Texiera now back to Shockey, pulls from 3, he's short. McAuliffe with the rebound. Toscano will settle. His long pass up court to Gradinskis gets tipped out of bounds by Dominic Gould. He has proven to be quite an athletic player on the defensive end. Toscano back to Gradinskis. He kicks to Zimmerman now. Soden, corner. Dribbles inside the 3-point line. McAuliffe comes up with the offensive rebound and gets his own rebound again. Now Toscano from 3, and it's good again. Toscano's been fire tonight from long range. He now has 15.
All of them 3-pointers.
And the Bulldogs find themselves with a 21-point lead. Gould now along the baseline to Shockey. He gets whacked on his way up as Gradinskis hit him on the arm. Shockey will go to the line for 2.
It'll be team foul number 4. Here we are 2 minutes into the 4th quarter. Still nowhere near the bonus.
14 fouls, as you said, for the Bulldogs, as Shockey's first is good. He now has double digits. The Bulldogs have 4, and the Warriors have 3 team fouls. Some of the student section are barking at Shockey, but it does no good as he picks up his 11th, makes good on both. Soden into the front court. Wow, Allen nudged him off. That could have been his 5th there. That would have been a tough 5th foul, but I would not have been surprised to hear the whistle there. Allen, though, gets open for 3, too strong. Shockey with the offensive board. Tough shot in the lane, won't go. Allen gets the rebound, though, and he'll finish. First 2 points of the game for Allen. 5.5 to go here in the game. Bulldogs own a 17-point lead. Soden drives hard, gets to the rim lefty, takes a
Oh.
hard spill, and does get fouled, and he's in a heap under the basket. He took a hard foul there. And he's a tough kid. He gets up. Looks like he landed on his hip. Not sure what we'll see in the range of a call. Zimmerman will sit. There is a foul called on number 5.
The key there is that he got to the spot and was in the air. Was not allowed to come down, which would cause to be a defensive foul.
TJ O'Connell will shoot the free throws here on behalf of Luke Soden.
There you go.
Steps to the line, buries the first. O'Connell now has 13. Soden is talking to the trainer on the bench here. It looks like he's pointing to his hip. He was high up close to the rim and fell hard on that hip, so hope he's okay.
They'll take him over to the table there just to do a further examination.
He is limping though. O'Connell's second is also good. 14 now for O'Connell.
I have a very good relationship with my chiropractor, so I know that those things, especially when it comes to your hip, it
hard drive into the lane by Allen, and he gets fouled by Cal McAuliffe on the floor.
On the floor, so.
No shots here. Still not in the bonus. Soden is at the trainer table rubbing that hip, so we hope he does not need an adjustment by your chiropractor. Andrews pass along the baseline finds Allen. He gets whacked from behind by Kazajanski going up, and he'll shoot 2.
And I think the reason why, with 35 not being in the game, Allen, their inside game, really they kind of had to look to further shots on the outside.
Absolutely. Just over 5 minutes to go here in the game. Bulldogs holds a 19-point lead. Allen's first shot is no good from the line. Zimmerman will check back in for McAuliffe. We have Tanyan Ziolkowski making his first appearance for the Warriors. He did pick up that last foul on Soden. Allen's second is no good. Zimmerman comes down with the board. Gets it up to Caldwell, who has checked in for the Bulldogs. And they will take their time as they pull it out and look for the best way to attack this 2-3 zone. Looks like they're going to be content to hang out with the ball for a little bit and drain some time off the clock.
Yep.
Ziolkowski's going to pick up another one. As O'Connell tried to dribble drive past him, got his hands out and extended away. So Ziolkowski gets called for the push.
Still not in the bonus. That would be number 5 on Winnacunnet.
O'Connell will inbound, finds Toscano. The Warriors have now jumped into a man-to-man defense. Zimmerman drives baseline, gets whacked on the way by, but doesn't get the call. Coach Moreno wanted him to take a little more time off the clock. And now Coach McKenna will take a timeout. So 4:24 left to go in the game. And I don't think Coach Moreno's upset with the shot. I think he just wanted Zimmerman to gather himself, jump stop, gather himself, get strong, and go hard to that hoop. Instead, he was off balance, came to the offside, and his reverse layup did not go.
You know, working his way against 3 defenders there, it makes it very tough to have control when you have 3 pairs of hands trying to grab that ball out of you from your possession. So, good coaching moment.
As we have this timeout, another quick programming note. We will have the girls varsity basketball game here tomorrow night. It is the Coaches versus Cancer game as they host Alvern. JV will tip at 5:30. The varsity will be at 7. Again, all proceeds from the game will be donated to the American Cancer Society. We will also have the girls game on Thursday evening. They will play a home game. I don't have their opponent right off the top of my head, but I could check the schedule. Unfortunately, I don't have that in front of me. But we will carry that game here as well on BCTV and WBNH. Relatively quick moving game here this evening. 4:24 to go in the game. We're just past 8 o'clock. I think our production crew was telling me now that they will be taking on Wyndham on Thursday evening. Thank you, Harry. He's texting me from Buffalo where he was at the Sabres game. I'm not going to tell you what he did on Saturday night because everybody in New England's not going to be too pleased with him, but
Niagara Falls is very nice this time
yeah,
of year.
yeah, I bet he was at Niagara Falls. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever he was doing, congratulations to him. The Warriors now deep in the corner as Texiera is guarded closely by O'Connell. The back tap again gets called. That's his third foul on the same play, as that is not quite working for O'Connell.
That's going to be 1-1 there. That's number 7 on Bedford.
I'm seeing, yeah, number 7. And Texiera will go to the line for that 1-on-1 opportunity.
Yeah, you have that stanchion in the way.
Yeah, that's tough to see. I can't see the Warriors foul, team fouls from my perspective. Texiera's first is good.
Yeah, they're at 5 right now.
Texiera again earns the second. The second is also good. He now has 7 points on the evening. 4 minutes to go here in the game. Bulldogs hold a 17-point lead, 50-33. They caught fire from 3 and have not looked back. Toscano again from 3, and it's good again. 18 points now for the hot shooter. He has been lights out tonight. The junior guard has been draining from every corner, every angle, and has pushed the lead out to 20 now. The Warriors will not get it to go off the glass as Tanyan Ziolkowski can't have it. Allen scrambles for the rebound. 3 Bedford Bulldogs are on the ground. Allen stands and Allen gets the ball. Allen will also take a seat as Xander Artizzoni has now checked in. Artizzoni deep in the corner, finds Clark out top. Bulldogs are in a 2-3 zone again. They keep shifting their defensive approach here. All the way across the lane to Jack Andrews, and he's going to get called for the charge as Zimmerman again steps in the way, has great defensive position, and took that shoulder right to the chest. Heck of a play there by Zimmerman. That is only Andrews' first foul. 6th team foul. We have some substitutions for the Bulldogs now. Zimmerman, Toscano, Caldwell, O'Connell, and O'Connell. That is Brady and TJ are both in the game. The brother combination, the junior TJ, is joined by the freshman Brady. TJ O'Connell gets into the lane. His shot is hard off the glass. And Tanyan Ziolkowski comes down with the rebound, but he was in a tough spot. Bounces that ball off of Sean Toscano. So they will get possession with 2:51 here to go in the game. The story of the night so far are the 6 3-pointers from Sean Toscano, 18 points in all.
And Daniel Galamaga is just checked into the game, number 4 for Bedford.
And that ball finds him quickly, but it does get deflected out of bounds off of Galamaga, so the Warriors will get it back. We have Cameron Healy checking in for the Bulldogs now. Cheer from his student comrades. All of his classmates are excited to see him touch the floor. We have another player checking in for the Warriors, but we don't have a number here.
Connor Fellon, it looks like. Fenlon, number 25, or?
Number 20, no, we have a 32 out here. I don't have a 32 on my roster, unfortunately. I'm sorry for him.
I don't either.
I don't have his name. Sorry for that. We have a 34 that has checked in too, and unfortunately I don't have his name either, so I apologize to those two players for the Warriors. Ball gets battled around there. I think they call it the kickball. 2:13 to go here in the game. The Bulldogs hold a 20-point lead, and now Thomas Braga is going to check in for the Bulldogs on the next possession. Ball gets tipped there. Caldwell tips it away. Galamaga comes away with the ball. Now it's stolen back by the Warriors. Layup is missed. Caldwell comes away with it. And despite having a good transition opportunity, Coach Moreno takes a timeout. He wants to get his players into the game and get some varsity experience for Thomas Braga. So he takes a 30-second timeout using the appropriate terminology, right, Bill?
That is correct. 30 seconds. Thumbs to the shoulders, 30 seconds. Extended arms with a fist is your 60-second timeout.
I thought I was going to catch you saying full timeout there, but you didn't.
You tried.
An experienced official, of course. I'm not going to get him to mix things up here. 1:54 left here in the game. The Bulldogs have emptied their bench, so we will have Brady O'Connell, Dan Galamaga, Thomas Braga, Ethan Caldwell, and Cameron Healy will make the five on the floor for the Bulldogs. Braga goes deep into the backcourt to Brady O'Connell. Warriors are still in their 2-3. Caldwell out front. Ball fake. His pass over to O'Connell gets tipped. O'Connell looks to dish, but his pass is batted away. And Ziolkowski comes away with it. Again, we apologize. We don't have some of the numbers for the Warriors. Ziolkowski now. Nice little up and over. Won't go off the glass, though. And Healy comes away with the rebound. Healy looks to make a pass, but his pass gets tipped away. Clark along the baseline for the Warriors. Back out top. Ball fakes around the top of the key. Clark now drives hard right. He gets into the lane. His layup is good. And no call here. I think they're going to count the basket.
Count the basket. No foul.
For Clark. His first bucket of the game. No foul called underneath. That looked like it could have been.
Incidental contact.
Could have been called one way or another. O'Connell gets swarmed in the backcourt. Ripped away by Clark. Good up fake.
Oh.
Can't get the layup to go. Ball gets batted around and finds Braga on the rebound. Braga to the baseline. Kick up high to Caldwell. He will not shoot it. Likely a good choice. Coach Moreno probably wanted that to happen. Braga into the middle. Kicks to Galamaga. And it looks like they might run out the last 15 seconds of the clock here.
Offensive foul there.
Cam Healy's going to get called for leaning his shoulder in a little too aggressively. So offensive foul on Healy. That's the 8th team foul, but we do not shoot 1-and-1 when it's an offensive foul.
That is correct.
Mr. Referee Bill Carter is going to appreciate the knowledge there.
Oh.
Lay-in will not good, but we're going to get called for a foul. Cam Healy's going to pick up his second quickly. And we're going to send Xander Artizzoni to the line to shoot two. 3.8 seconds to go here. I'm pretty sure they can't score 18 points in 3.8 seconds. So the Bulldogs are going to come away. They're going to improve their record to 8-4.
This is not an NFL, and we don't have 3 timeouts and TV timeouts to get us through it.
Pretty sure there are no 5 or 6 point baskets either.
Not
they might
at this
be
point.
Although Reggie Miller scored, I think, 8 points in like 4 seconds or something like that.
Yeah,
that's not going to happen here tonight. Artizzoni's second shot's no good. And that's going to end the game as Bulldogs come away with the defensive rebound. Bulldogs caught fire there in the third quarter. They had a 2-point lead going into the third quarter. And Sean Toscano buried 4 3-pointers, 4 of his 6. He led Bedford scoring with 18 points in all. TJ O'Connell had 14. Luke Soden had 11. Cal McAuliffe 4. Austin Kazajansky 2, and Andrew Zimmerman 4. For the Warriors, we had Joe Texiera with 7. Dominic Gould with 2. Cole Nicholas 3. Jack Andrews 8, all in the first half. Xander Artizzoni with 1. Josh Shockey with 11. Dylan Clark 2. And Joe Allen 2. Remarkably, Joe Allen did pick up that 4th foul halfway through the 3rd quarter, but was able to stay in for the rest of the time as he was in there for most of the 4th quarter.
But if you look at some of the play in that 3rd quarter when he was out with that 4th foul, that's when Bedford really took it to the basket and took that lead up to as high as 21 points today. So
they sure did. So Bedford will come away victorious this evening here. Monday night action. No school, but they did come away with a nice victory. 53-36 is the final score. We'll join you tomorrow night for the Bedford basketball girls varsity team as they take on Alvern. So for Bill Carter, we thank all the BCTV crew, the WBNH crew, Bill Jennings, the only man behind the camera doing all the production work. We appreciate your help, Bill. Harry Kozlowski remotely from Buffalo. Not quite sure what the heck he's doing up there besides watching the Sabres, but we appreciate your help too. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night.